back to another review. This is of the 2021 made for TV Nickelodeon movie that came out last weekend on I think on Thanksgiving, yeah, or no, Black Friday, and that was the Loud House Christmas movie. Yes, I've never seen the cartoon, so I'm basing this review on what I saw in the movie, and yeah, I liked it a lot. It had a lot of heart in the right place. Hey, little Sim, and the movie is very cute. The cast is really sound. They look just like the cartoon characters. I've seen clips of the show, and basically, I was curious because a lot of people said the cartoon is really good. Well, I'll probably see it now that I've seen the movie. This is a summary of the plot. It's Christmas time and Lincoln Loud is super excited. It's the one day of the year the entire Loud family comes together. However, this year, Lori, Luna, and Luann make their own Christmas plans. Yeah, as families do. Um, with three of the sisters on different holiday schedules, Lincoln's parents decide they should take a family trip to Miami with their remaining children. But Lincoln feels that if they all miss the family's favorite traditions, the entire holiday will be ruined. With help from his best friend Clyde, the black kid with the glasses, Lincoln's got 24 hours to come up with a perfect plan, change his family's mind, and you guessed it, save Christmas. And the film goes from there. You have a bunch of like actors, familiar actors playing some of the roles. You have Di Benedetto who plays Lori. She's the girl that was in Night Squad. You have Brian Stepanek playing the father. You have whatchamacallit, who else? Jeff Bennett does Mick Swagger, which is a pun on Mick Jagger. They got the kids down to a T. Yeah, they did, because the kids look just like in the cartoon if they were live action. You have the baby who says the cute little girl baby that says a few words. You have the scientist girl who has a lisp, and she's really cute. She has the glasses and the hair. You have the twins. In the movie, you have the whatchamacallit, the emo girl that looks like Sia with the dark hair. She looked really cute in the movie. Yeah, they all look great. The film has a good sense of humor. It has good ideas in it where they have a shark crocodile thing that scares the townspeople. That was a good idea. There were ideas that didn't work, like crammed I think a little bit too many characters from the show. You have the two fathers that Clyde has because pandering time, because Nick and Disney Channel have done that for years. But I didn't care because I'm like they're in two scenes. Um, Dora Dolphin plays Lenny. Yeah, she does a pretty good job as Lenny. You also have Sophie Woodward as Luna. Luna in the show is supposed to be a lesbian, but I'm like, I knew that with the haircut. So again, pandering didn't bother me this time. You have other characters in the movie too. You have uh the Catherine Mulligan is the news reporter that goes around town talking about what's happening in the city. There's destruction. They go. Clyde and Lincoln go inside of the shark crocodile and destroy an entire set in a mall. So that was pretty funny. It has a lot of heart together. The families, like, we may be apart sometimes, but our hearts are strung together. And I'm like, yeah, and I like that message. It's a really good message about keeping family close. Favorite character Loud House is Bobby, and for Lincoln and Luna. Yeah, my favorite character, well, of the girls, it was whatchamacallit, Lori, because I Lexi Denton Di Benedetto is legal and she's beautiful, and I always liked her since Night Squad. That's a bright future ahead of her. Wolfgang Schaefer, he did a good job as Lincoln. I never cared for the show's voice actor that first played Lincoln because he's a terrible actor in the first season, but the kid that plays Lincoln here is really good. He talks to the camera. Jonathan Judge, the director, did a good job with the kids because he does a lot of movies with children and teenagers, so he knows how to work it up with a huge ensemble cast. He did Swindle, my favorite Nickelodeon movie, and yeah, Jazir Bruno as Clyde. He did a good job. He looks just like the character, and yeah, the most of the cast is sound. There was no one I hated here. It was really funny. Its heart is in the right place, and the plot is nothing special. Like, we've seen this before, like Christmas of the Cranks, and where your clans change for Christmas, but it still did it really well. And it's only the second live action Christmas film based on a Nicktoon since Fairly Odd Parents in 2012. And it's funny how Brian Stepanek Yeah, he also did the voice. He was the voice of Lincoln's father. He reprised his role. But let's see, my favorite is Lola, the brains and the genius of the group. You mean the nerdy girl? It's science. It's all about science. Yeah, she's cute. Yeah, I like the characters. The characters have personalities. You know why this was better than Eternals? Because it wasn't 2.5 hours long. You have all these characters from the cartoon in live action and flesh and blood, and they're all fleshed out in a few minutes than a 2 hour movie could have ever done. And it's better. And also the characters, like I said, they're cute. I like the costumes, the makeup, the wigs and everything. They look just right. And it's for a movie that got bashed by IMDb. I don't know why they gave it a 4.8. This was not that bad. Yeah, there's toilet humor. There's a toilet humor in all these Nick and Disney Channel movies or whatever. Movies for kids are gonna have crude humor sometimes, but it didn't offend me. It was filmed in Atlanta, Georgia. Yeah, because it was cheap and it was also during the pandemic. So they had to do a lot of things with so many people, touching stuff and, going crazy. It's a simple plot and it has a lot of heart. So if you have seen the show and you're a fan of the cartoon, this is definitely for you. I never saw the cartoon, but I did like this for what it was on its own. It was cute. It was funny, has its heart in the right place, and way better than Eternals because it was only an hour. This was only an hour and 15 minutes without the commercials. The Eternals was 2.5 hours, and I was bored. I was never bored with this. It's gonna get an honorable mention later this year in December. This and 8-Bit Christmas, which I'll try to review tomorrow. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching my review of the Loud House Christmas movie. I hope you enjoyed it. I definitely did. It has a lot of heart and it works for a movie for kids. It could have been a lot worse. It was better than the two Disney Channel movies that came out earlier this year, like Spin and the freaking remake of Under Wraps. Yeah, it's better than that. It's not woke, and it does its own thing. From the start, it has elements from the cartoon, and it respects the fans of the cartoon, and it has the humor and the characters, in front, in flesh and blood, live action, and it's good for what it is. So, thanks for watching. Take care and I will see you guys in the next one.